James Chadwick was born October 20th, 1891 in Cheshire, England. He died July 24th, 1974. He attended Manchester High School prior to entering Manchester University in 1908. He graduated from the Honors School of Physics in 1911 and spent the next 2 years under Professor Rutherford in the Physical Laboratory in Manchester, where he worked on various radioactivity problems, gaining his MSc degree in 1913. That same year, he was awarded the 1851 Exhibition Scholarship and proceeded to Berlin to work in the Physikalische Technische Reichsanstalt at Charlottenburg under Professor H. Geiger. He was elected Fellow of Gonville and Caius College from 1921 to 1935 and became Assistant Director of Research in the Cavendish Laboratory in 1923. In 1927, he was elected a Fellow of the Royal Society. In 1932, Chadwick made a fundamental discovery in the domain of nuclear science. He proved the existence of neutrons. Chadwick's own research focused on radioactivity. In 1919, Rutherford developed a theory on the atom's nucleus and theorized on the existence of a neuron. As they studied atomic disintegration, they kept seeing that the atomic number was less than the atomic mass. Since electrons have almost no mass, it seemed that something besides the protons in the nucleus were adding to the mass. Rutherford put out the idea that there could be a particle with mass but no charge. He called it a neutron and imagined it as a paired proton and electron. There was no evidence for any of these ideas. Chadwick kept the problem in the back of his mind while working on other things. Experiments in Europe caught his eye, especially those of Frederick and Irene Joliot-Curie. They used a different method for tracking particle radiation. Chadwick repeated their experiments, but with the goal of looking for a neutral particle, one with the same mass as a proton, but with zero charge. His experiments were successful. He was able to determine that the neutron did exist. Chadwick's discovery made it possible to create elements heavier than uranium. His discovery also advanced experimental work for all scientists. After Chadwick's work, scientists worldwide began bombardment of all types of materials with neutrons. It was discovered that when the uranium is a target, nuclear fission becomes possible, resulting in nuclear weapons and nuclear power plants. In 1943 to 1946, he worked in the United States as head of the British mission attached to the Manhattan Project for the development of the atomic bomb. And after all he did, he was knighted in 1945. He returned to England and in 1948 retired from active physics and his position at Liverpool on his election as Master of Gonville and Caius College, Cambridge. He retired from this mastership in 1959. From 1957 to 1962, he was a part-time member of the United Kingdom Atomic Energy Authority.